Angelo pouring a beer. The huge. Thank you, sir. How you doing today?
Chilling, man. Busy day. Busy day.
Cheers, brother.
Salud.
Jesus.
It's heavy. It's delicious.
It's very heavy. So, the story of how I met you.
Very spontaneous.
Very spontaneous.
Very
probably,
spontaneous.
Probably would never happen between two girls.
Absolutely not. No.
No.
Me and Funk were at my friend Sam's house. We're chilling in the pool, whatever. And he's boys with one of my boys. And we're just chilling in the pool. And they're talking about this trip coming up. And they're like, yo, I can't wait for next week, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh, shit, where you guys going? You know, we're drinking at the pool, so I'm a little loosened up already. And I'm just like, oh, where you guys going? He's like, oh, we're going to Alaska next week. And I'm like, dude, when are you going? So first thing I do is I get out of the pool a little bit. I see my phone for my schedule because I only work like 3 days a week. And I'm just like, yo, if there's an opening next week, can I hop on? And Funk's like, yeah, man. I mean, I'm sure they're cool with it. And our boy Louie, who lives out there,
Who was the first person on this show?
yeah, was shouting out the first guest. And he's like, yeah, man, no fucking problem. I got mad room in the crib. I was like, all right. So I checked the schedule. We got a 5-day stretch that they're going, and I'm only on work for one of the days. I'm just like, holy shit. I'm just going to make a switch and go. That's it.
Yeah.
That was Alaska.
Yeah, no. That's like that would only happen in a guy's world.
Only, yeah. It's like, hey, I'm going to hop on this trip. Can I come? Yeah.
I don't think girls are that spontaneous at all.
No way.
No.
It's like, you got to lay out like a full list of terms and conditions
Yeah.
before they're allowed to go on.
Who is she dating? Who has she dated? Who has she banged?
Like, who do you know that I know? Who else is going? Oh, I can't go with that person. It's like me. It's like, oh, can I come? Yeah, sure. Why not? Pay for a couple beers. No problem.
No, that was a legendary trip. That was my second time, but the second time was just that much sweeter. And that's rare for a lot of places that you travel to.
100%. I mean, I've been knocking down states like it's my job, man, but Alaska was top tier. Top tier.
Yeah.
Probably it was my favorite visit within the United States.
No,
for sure.
It was sweet. I mean, I've been to California. The first time was amazing because you're from the east side going to the west for the first time.
Yeah.
It's amazing. You see the signs.
Just different
right?
out there.
Second time you go, it's like I'm waiting in traffic for about an hour to go 2 miles.
Dude, Cali traffic is the worst. Cali traffic is the worst. That is an accurate stereotype of California.
How do they have more people than us?
I have no idea.
I guess they drive because not a lot of people in New York City drive.
Yeah, there's no trains over there either, so
That's
it's
true.
the worst.
The subways.
Dude, I would go a mile in California near like Santa Barbara, Santa Monica area, and we would go a mile and a half. It took 25 minutes. It's the worst.
Yeah, it's horrible. No, it was fun, but Alaska definitely. We did a lot of stuff that I didn't do my first time, like swimming in a glacier pool.
Dude, that was a perfect. Alaska was a marquee COVID trip. Like, I want to go on a trip. I don't want to I
want to be in the sticks.
I don't want to be near anybody.
Yeah.
I want to just go enjoy the environment and just chill with my boys, crack a few beers, and just like enjoy life and the freaking outdoors. It was nuts. Perfect.
Yeah, like Louis has like that car business that he's doing. Bro, he should do tour guides.
100%. Dude,
you know how many New Yorkers want to go to Alaska and they know nobody over there? They don't know anything whatsoever.
Nuts. Yo, dude, all right. So here's a little idea of what we got into in Alaska. So Louis and our boy Mark, shout out Marky Mark. Love that freaking kid. Love that kid. They're like flight paramedics in Alaska, and they have a crib out there. So we went. It was a group of like 5 of us in the house total, and they had their boy. What's his name? I forgot his name. The kid who was carrying the 80-pound pack the whole hike. Brian. I don't know, but the kid's the man.
Maybe Hunter.
the kid is an absolute unit. He's the man. The kid's the man. He had a couple hikes in mind. So like first day, we go on like a 11-mile hike. Kids carrying an 80-pound pack the whole like 11 miles. It's got like snacks in it, all this shit, and we're like struggling with nothing on, just like in a tank top, going all over these rocks. We see these glaciers. You could drink the water. That was like the first day of Alaska.
It felt like a Lord of the Rings movie.
Yeah, it was nuts.
I mean, I felt like a hobbit.
Yeah.
I felt like a little hobbit.
Dude, end of the hike, like 5.5 miles into the hike, there's like an open mountain with just like a glacier water pool. And I'm sweating my balls off. And the kid carrying the 80-pound pack doesn't even have a bead of sweat coming off of him. No. He's just chilling. And
we're like a hand cannon strapped to his chest just in case any bears wanted to come and test us.
And we got bear mace in like 2 of our backpacks, and we're just chilling. He's like, "Hey, you want to jump in the water?" I was like, "Holy! I did not think this trip would start off like this."
No. That was an 8-mile hike.
Dude,
I've never done that.
That was nuts.
And that wasn't like a little dirt road.
It was like
that had some hills.
It was a precarious hike.
I feel like everything there is just like fullest to the limit.
Yeah,
like
you
might not come back.
No,
you might get hurt.
No,
or you might break something, or you may,
thankfully,
leave something there.
Thankfully, another stereotypical thing that the sun is out all day in Alaska is absolutely accurate. It is at the top of the sky the entire day until about 10 o'clock. That shit blows my mind.
What was it, like 10 p.m. is like 6 a.m.
Yeah.
It's like dawn.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But it was just beautiful the whole time we were there. That was first day.
And Mark's just up 24/7.
All day. He's always hitting me up.
He's just up. I don't know when he sleeps.
I don't think the kid sleeps at all.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, that was first day. Second day was awesome too. That was the day we went to the brewery. Actually, I might have the days switched up, but whatever. We went to a brewery out there, and the brewery scene in Alaska is like low key over there. They have this place called Anchorage Brewing, and I'm like, yo, Mark and Louie, I'm paying for all your beers, all your lunches, all this shit for like basically the whole trip. Since I'm staying for free, you're giving me all this gear. We're just chilling over there. So I'm like, yo, these beers are on me. The tab at the end of the day, like we had like lunch there. At the end of the day, the tab's like $300 for like all 5 of us because we ate lunch there and all this shit. And I bought this gorgeous ass wooden case that I wanted to take home with me with like 9 rare beers. And I run it on my card. We get home later, and then Chase like it notifies me, oh, fraud alert, blah blah blah. We declined this purchase. They didn't even ask me if it was me. They just flat out declined it. So a $330 just like balls to the walls lunch was just free. So Alaska started off hot.
Yeah, no, that was great. I would have been so pumped after that. Just like.
Dude, the trip.
What was it, Chase? Or
it was Chase, yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
Dude,
Chase.
Thank you so much, Chase. I appreciate you. Don't charge no gives back, no give backs on that. You can't get me back for that shit.
You probably drank that shit already.
100%. They were delicious. Anchorage Brewing, bro.
So I guess after that trip, you did put me onto like the IPA beer scene that I've never even heard of.
Dude, it's the best.
Like I just drink Bud Lights and call it a day.
Yeah, man, the craft beer's been blowing up. I mean, it started blowing up like back in the day. Not back in the day, like within the last 10 years, Sam Adams started, doing all those cool flavors and shit. And then some breweries started doing, here and there. And then there was like little microbreweries. There has always been little microbreweries around. But like once the big companies started doing it little by little, it started becoming like kind of like a niche thing where people would just hit up breweries. And then it would get bigger. And then I think with like the start of like Facebook and like Instagram and all that stuff, it like created little niche groups where people just hit up breweries and just chill out together and stuff. It's amazing.
I've done it. What's the one in Red Hook?
Other half, baby. Other half. I got the hat right here. My favorite brewery in the world.
Yeah, that was fun.
Man, it's just different. It's like it's crazy because so many people go to this brewery like and other breweries, and it's like a niche group of people who just love beer and like the beer scene. But everybody does so much different shit. Like, it's like, like I'm a nurse. Like, there's some of my boys. My boy's a paramedic. Another one of my boys sells drugs. Like it's just like one of my boys.
It's a round table.
Dude, excuse me. One of my boys has like the same job as my mom. And my mom, when I was working overnights, like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. No, this was more than 2 years ago. Before COVID, I was working overnights, and I would go straight from an overnight to a beer release at Other Half. So other half had a release. They open at 10, but there would be like a line of like 180 people outside the door waiting for this release for like a rare can like this. And it'd be like a rare one-off, it's like a fucking Pokemon card. It's like a holographic Charizard of beer.
So like you said, you're probably in like a Facebook group, right?
Is
it a Facebook group?
Yeah, dude, it has like 20,000 members. Yeah, and it's active. They sell beer on there, like it's crazy. It's like
and
adult
flip
Pokemon cards. You could flip whatever. I had a beer at one point that was worth like $150, a 16-ounce can of beer.
And how much did you buy for?
I got it for cost because like I just have friends all over.
Which is what?
Cost is like $5 for like that beer, maybe $6, but it flips for like one. I drank the whole thing. I did not flip it for $150. I drank that shit.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
So you were offered.
I had two, so
okay.
I flipped one and then I shared one with the other half line.
Do you think that these breweries know that's going on?
100%. Yeah, other half promoted it. Like they had a big like promotion, like a YouTube video, like showing the brewers and stuff like that, and they talk about the line, and like it's called Line Life. Like everybody goes to the line chair on Saturday mornings. It was crazy. And you go.
That was the one that you took me to,
bro. And you go. Yeah, we went there, but not for a release. COVID kind of fucked that up.
Read some of these, please. Read some of these titles of these fucking beers. I mean, this is just
Strawberry Cannibal Berliner Weiss with strawberry, vanilla, and milk sugar.
What was the one that you read before?
Oh, it was like Concord grapes, like Tahitian vanilla or some shit like that. It's crazy.
It sounds amazing, but dude, I mean, you can't drink more than 3 of these.
No, you'll get trashed and you'll shit yourself. This is like a brunch style sour IPA with oats, blueberries, and maple syrup. We got to crack that next. This shit sounds dope.
Double Kahatu Chroma. Double dry hopped.
Dude, yeah.
Imperial India Pale Ale.
Holographic Charizard. The 3rd edition.
8.2% alcohol.
Dude, it's amazing.
And it's 16 fluid ounces.
Bro, and that's $5. That's a $5 beer. You get a 4-pack for like 20, and then it gets you crushed. And like,
yeah,
dude, and you're at the brewery. Like I said, like my mom, I'd have an overnight shift, and my mom would be like, "Angelito, you better not drive. You're gonna get drunk today." And I'm like, "You're right. Are you driving me?" I'm like, "Yeah, come through."
Dude,
she's
it's
like,
risky.
She's like, "Are you sure you want to come? You want me to come? Like, I don't know. Maybe you just shouldn't go."
You brought her?
Like, yeah. She brought my dogs. All breweries in New York are dog friendly, by the way, which is like the coolest fun fact ever. So she brought my dogs. I went with her, and she's like, I'm like, "Ma, you think my friends are just gonna be like out of pocket and shit? Like, there's a lot of people like you. It's like, some people work on Wall Street and shit. They go to other half every Saturday morning for beer. You know, it's crazy."
No, that's a cool little community. What
the best?
The one in Red Hook, that was cool, but I was banged up.
Oh, you banged up?
Oh my god,
always banged up. Yeah.
I mean, I was stumbling out of there.
Dude, you take a Uber,
and then it's time for a nap,
and take a sweet nap in your car or somebody's crib and freaking Willie B, and then that's it. You go home
in the trunk so they don't see you.
Oh man, it was the best, man. I missed the line life. COVID kind of fucked that up, but it's all right. I was
COVID.
Just there.
What is COVID? That's I haven't heard that on the news lately.
I hope it's fucking over, dude. I'm so over it.
That's it, bro. Testing.
Oh, so over it. If the line chairs come back, I'll die. I'll die a happy man.
Remember when people were getting tested like twice a week?
Dude.
Now you can't even find a testing center.
Yeah, it's so
now you can buy them in 7-Eleven, and God knows if they even work.
Yeah, you have no idea. No. It's like, it's crazy. No. It's crazy.
Anyway, we're done talking about that. That's history.
It's a dead horse.
Put it in a textbook. It's over.
Hey, we're heroes, man. Technically, right?
Yeah, at one point. They were fucking...
Now they're fucking pissing on us.
Remember when they were honking their horns at 7 p.m.?
Dude, that was actually the best. The claps at 7. That was so dope.
Yeah. I was too busy working. Couldn't really... I couldn't get the praise. I was too busy.
Oh, man. Crazy.
Working.
Dude, crazy. Now it's just like, oh.
Bro, I could definitely see how healthcare definitely brought you to this right here.
Are you kidding me, dude? This shit kept me alive during crazy COVID shift.
Bro, before COVID, I stopped playing video games entirely. Like I was just like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, COVID hits, and you can't see any of your boys. So where are they? They're playing Call of Duty. They're playing Warzone. Yeah. So my boy, I had nothing. My boy, he had a spare like Xbox that he gave me.
Yeah.
And that's what I did for 6 months. I literally, after work, I would come home. I'd fill up a glass like this to about like 5 fingers of tequila. So I wouldn't have to go back upstairs.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Because
I
you can't pause the game. You can't pause the game, bro.
I'd get a 4-pack of these. I swear to God, I get like a 4. Oh, I have fridges in my downstairs in my apartment, so I have my mini fridges, and I would just like I would actually put on a headset or like half a headphone in, and I didn't even play video games, but my boys would be playing video games, and we would just be talking on the headset while I'm watching something else or some shit, and I'd just be crushing beers.
I mean, in the beginning, that's how the only way you really communicated with your boys.
Yeah, or you were just stuck in your room, dude. I worked so much OT.
Yeah.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
I was just like, yo, I'm going to
There's
work.
nothing to do. And that was like the only real like human contact that you had.
Yeah, exactly. You were just like, yo, what am I going to do? Stay home? I could be making money going to work.
Yeah.
Helping. I mean, I'm a nurse, so it was like, all right, I'm going to go to work because maybe somebody else is in my place or like they're short again and somebody's going to get hurt.
Or someone's going to die.
I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll fucking occupy myself.
Yeah. No, it was, in the beginning, I was like super jealous of people like getting paid to just be home or like work online.
So was
And then after like, I think month 4, I was like, wow, I feel bad for you guys.
Yeah, dude, they're losing their minds. They're losing their minds. Imagine not having to go to work and then like I was drinking a lot during COVID, but I was going to work 12 hours a day.
Yeah. No, there's definitely a lot of addictions acquired during this whole pandemic.
Oh my God. It's crazy. And you see it. You see it in the hospital.
Yeah.
You see it a lot. It's like, 40-year-old guy comes in just like alcohol-induced liver cirrhosis. It's like, dude, you're 40. What the hell?
I think that's probably before all this.
Yeah, but still, that something accelerated that. It was probably fucking being stuck in your room all day.
What is this? Let me get some more of this. Is it done?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
We crushed it.
What we cracking?
Let's do this one.
All right, go ahead.
The breakfasty one. There's no better sound in the world than that. I should have put that to the mic.
Oh, dude, there's like maple syrup in here. What the fuck?
Yeah, pour a little bit. You might not like it. Oh, it smells like breakfast.
Oh,
too sweet? Too much?
Maple syrup for sure, bro.
Oh my God, that's delicious though. You
It's
cannot
really
finish that whole can by yourself. There's
No,
no way. You would die.
So it literally tastes like a sour maple syrup. I don't know. I don't know if you're into that.
Brunch style.
I love sours. I love maple syrup, but together,
I don't know. It's delicious.
oh fuck.
It tastes like you could pour it over pancakes.
Or you put the residual syrup in the fucking
in a beer,
in the mix.
In a sour.
No, but I can't drink too many of those. Fuck.
Nah, dude, your stomach will be so.
I'm gonna
cooked.
need 2 Advils.
Yeah, your stomach is shot too after that.
This is actually my first beer in probably a month.
Why?
I just stopped.
What's going on? Are you okay?
No, I just it's getting warmer. I'm trying to like wear less clothes when it gets warm.
Now you're just trying to be able to drink more over summer than now.
I'm cutting out like sugar, carbs. I try to like
are
whole
you
wheat.
okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm tired. I'm tired of this winter weight. This pudginess.
Dude.
If you smack my back, you probably hear it like 3 miles away. Legit.
Shit. That's another thing about my job. I'm so happy. It just keeps me in shape. I could miss out on the gym for like a month and I'll be good lifting all these peaks.
Yeah, but when I'm at work and me and my coworkers crush a whole pizza, like between the two of us,
especially during COVID.
every other day, that too.
That was the hero's gift for us. Pizza.
I had pizza every day for about a month and a half around that time.
That's it? A month and a half? Dude, I had pizza.
I just couldn't do it anymore. It was coming out of my ears.
Dude, I had pizza every shift from March to like August. Just pizza.
I can't. It's too much. No, but yeah, no. So there's a topic that I wanted to, since we're both in the healthcare industry. Is it an industry? Yeah.
It's more of an industry than anything.
I would say so, yeah. No, the other day I was thinking, I was like, some of the patients that we deal with, like, I just embody them mentally, and I'm like, yo, take me out.
100%. It's crazy.
Like, what quality of life is this? Why do we strive? It's going to sound fucked up, but why do we strive to keep people alive when there's really just no quality of life whatsoever?
It doesn't make sense.
Is it up to the family, or is it up to
100% it's the family, or it's like a provider's pride. It's like, I'm not letting this one go, you know?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You know?
I didn't
it could
even
be a
think
mix.
of that.
It could be a mix of
That's
both.
fucked up.
It's so fucked up. It's like,
That's
oh
horrible.
man, you know, this surgery went real south, you know, on like an 80-something-year-old, but already super sick. You never know. But like, it's a mix of everything. It's just like family just don't want to let go. It's like, dude, you got to. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. It's
What would you
brutal.
do? What would you do if you were just laying there all day?
With God knows, just tubes,
Yeah,
lines.
yeah, and like,
Can't breathe on your own.
like for me personally, like I consider myself a good nurse, so like I'll take care of that person the best I possibly can. But like that's only 12 hours, 3 times a week. You got a lot more hours after that of, you know, who knows, a nurse could be swamped in another room. If your vitals are good and shit like that, we don't necessarily need to do some TLC for you if we're swamped with 5-6 other patients.
Yeah.
It's not our fault, you know?
Bro, it's just like when we were in school, like one teacher to 30 kids or 35 kids.
Yeah. It's just too much volume.
Someone's
Someone's
not gonna be paid attention to the way they should be.
And it's no one's fault. It's no one's fault.
Well, staffing.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I don't want to get in trouble, all right? I'm not retired yet.
Yo, when do you think that is? When do you
What?
think you'll retire?
Me?
Honestly.
I can't retire. I'm not going to be one of those. I'll probably, like,
What do you mean you can't retire?
I can't fucking retire. No way. Not now. I like
No, not now. Okay,
me looking in the future at future Ange, I can't. Like, I'm going to be,
I'm talking about years.
I don't know. I don't know. I
don't
don't
have
think I'm going to
Bro,
be
you
one
gotta plan.
Dude, I'm going to be one of those nurses that's working until like 60
Don't be that.
with a smile on my face, and people are going to look at me like, what the fuck is wrong with that
What
guy?
is this man on?
What is wrong with him? Like, he doesn't even drink coffee. It's like,
You don't?
no, not. I drink coffee sometimes, but like, I don't need it for the shift.
Yeah, nah.
That's my adrenaline rush is stepping onto the floor, dude.
It's like a
Get my
fear.
No, it's just
like a stress
I'm
fear.
excited. I'm just excited, dude. Like, Angelo,
He's got-
your patients are terrible. And I'm just like, oh, I can't fucking wait. Schizophrenic who? This is sick. It's like a TV show every shift, bro. TV show every shift.
But only you can smell the TV.
Yeah, and the TV might hit you sometimes.
Dude, I got clocked the other day.
Really?
Right in the eye.
Oh, I'm so jealous. In the eye? Dude, I
Yeah,
haven't.
some
I
old
haven't-
lady.
haven't gotten punched in so long.
I slid her over and she threw a fucking UFC back fist.
I bet you she was strong
And
as
it-
shit. Was it
and
like
it-
a 90-year-old?
No, yeah, it was like this skinny little like old lady.
Dude, they're so strong.
And bro, she caught me right in there. And I was like,
They're so strong. It's crazy. They know like Muay Thai.
because they're just like they're waiting. They're just dormant.
It's all that dormant energy just waiting.
They're
for
dormant until they need to strike.
that. Dude, I once got like Shawn Michaels sweet chin music once. by
Really?
This 92-year-old lady. It was crazy.
I like the old guy who's got it cocked.
Yeah,
and
it's always
like,
there.
He's like,
Dude.
and you're just like, because you gotta do.
Oh man, it's
You gotta
crazy,
duck
man.
it.
It's
Like-
crazy. It's crazy. But you have like those peeps who are just like really old and like, but they're so functional and they're so strong.
Yeah.
And then you have the peeps who are like just laying down, just doing nothing. Can't even eat. Tube feed going.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, what would you do if you were in that situation? Like, what I always ask myself, like, we ask ourselves, like, what if you hear like your dog speak? What do you think their thoughts are? You know, what do you think these people's thoughts are while they're going through this freaking intense moment of their lives and they cannot move?
And it's like humiliating too.
Yeah, dude. And I'm like, I try to talk to my patients no matter what, even if they're like in like that state. I always go, hey, I'm gonna turn you. Hey, I'm gonna wash you up. You know, whatever. I'm like singing some music. I'll be cracking jokes and shit. But
Yeah.
like I said, there's other nurses that just don't or are just too busy. Like, damn, dude, I would just be like, put me out of my misery.
Yeah. Yeah. I was telling you before, I did a paper, a sociology paper on like morality for euthanasia.
Yeah.
Like like a debate, kind of like a pro versus con. And it was a really tough paper to write because I was all for it.
100%.
In certain aspects.
Yeah.
There's definitely instances where you wouldn't be against it.
Yeah.
But the angle that I was coming at is like terminal patients, stage 4.
Yeah.
Or
Nothing you could do.
Yeah, really nothing.
Yeah.
You could do. And I did a lot of research, and it was crazy. And we looked it up before. It's more states now, but when I did the paper,
it was like 2 when you previously did.
Yeah.
Now it's 11. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
11, which shows progress. I mean, you have to get to a point where you have to just open up your eyes, because there are people who have like, a family member who are super old and like can't do anything, and you're like, oh, I get it now. And then there's people who also have that family member and they don't get it. But like, why don't they get it? It's probably something a lot deeper.
Could be religion based. Could be.
Yeah, exactly. But you should have that option. That should be an option always. And of course they should be able to meet criteria for it. Like, can't move, can't talk, can't eat,
just overall failing.
Like, oh, I'm calling a rapid every 2 days on this guy and we're bringing him back. And they're just
pushing
like,
on his chest.
Like we're bringing him back every time. He's got a new problem every couple days, like the family should be able to go, okay, guys, like, can we help this process speed up a little bit? And it exists in New York, but it doesn't exist to a point where I'm straight up like saying, hey, this guy needs to be put out of his misery like fast before he suffers so much more. It's like, oh no, we're gonna make them comfortable. Which, if you're dying fast enough, when you get to a point, you got a week.
What is that? What is comfortable? It's like a slow drip of morphine till you dwindle and you just.
But what the hell is that gonna do?
Yeah.
It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy, but it's something that's a work in progress in the healthcare industry, I think.
There was a like a Vice article like on YouTube, like a video of this like family that wanted to go through with it. I think it was Portland.
Yeah.
It had to be Portland.
Yeah, has to be.
And they filmed everything.
Really?
Like from the lady or the patient.
Yeah.
Like telling the family, and then you got to see like how they reacted.
Yeah.
Like against it, for it.
Yeah.
And dude, even the video went to the end, till the injection.
Yeah.
And then you got like the family's reaction. It was crazy.
That's crazy. I need to peep that.
I'll find it. It was.
I need to peep that. But it's deep as hell. But like, and people look at that and go, "Oh my God, that's horrible,"
But it's also beautiful.
But that moment is going to happen no matter what.
And it should be up to that person.
100%. What is going to lead up to that moment? Is it going to be a year of us giving him fluids and foods and all this shit and suffering?
Yeah.
Or is it going to be us going, "Hey, we're putting you out of your misery. Let's say goodbye. You're going in peace, no suffering, none of this crap," and like, I think that's the better alternative. Not only that's like speaking from like we just got out of a pandemic where we were out of resources for fucking half of the pandemic. Half of the pandemic, it's like, not only I don't like talking about resources when it comes to like a sick patient like that, but like, think about that bed being for another person who like needs it. Obviously that old person needs it, but like, let's end that person's suffering and then help another person at the same time. And that other person, instead of being there for a year, is only going to be there for like a week. So 1 week over the course of a year, that's crazy time that you're giving to another person and saving another person's life or helping another person.
No, I agree with you.
It's a lot wider than people
It's not
think.
Much of a debate. I know I wish it was for the sake of the content, but
no, it's
really
not. It's not. It's not a debate. Like,
because we're in there. We see it.
Yeah.
If it was somebody that wasn't in a healthcare setting, I'm sure they would be against it. But
100%. Yeah. And some people just don't get it. Yeah.
No.
They don't get it at all. But like, it's crazy. It sucks. It sucks caring for those patients because like, I'm going to give them my best, and no matter what,
it's going to be the same result.
No matter how good I am at my job, they are still going to suffer,
Yeah. They're not going to just jump up.
It's morbid, yeah. And some families just go, "Oh, yo, like we think they'll get better." It's like, I told you like on Monday they're not getting better.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah.
It's like, let's transfer them to the other, to palliative, and like they'll be good, less suffering, and they'll slowly, dwindle. But like doing it quicker in my eyes is just like, I think is more humanitarian. It's like, oh man, like you're technically not. I don't know. I don't even think of it like some people think of it as murder. It's like you're not murdering somebody.
That's where I think the religion comes from.
Yeah, 100%. But like, I don't think it's murder. It's like preventing suffering. It's like our job is to do good and to prevent harm.
It's crazy to even debate and explain that to somebody.
Yeah,
because they never suffered.
100%.
I'm not saying that I have.
Yeah,
but when you see it enough,
yeah,
you start to be like, wow, that fucking sucks.
Also,
you know what I would do?
You work in imaging, right?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is that person that's dying going to a CT for?
Like 98-year-olds and stuff in the ED.
What are you sending them to for an MRI for? Have you've had an MRI? You have like fucked up shoulders, right?
Yeah.
I was in an MRI 2 weeks.
Shoulder, all right? Don't disrespect me like that. One shoulder.
My fault. Me too. I just tore my fucking rotator cuff. It sucks. Dude, I did a full body MRI 2 weeks ago.
Why full body?
I had to be in it, like,
because
of my
yeah,
shoulder.
no, yeah, you're in.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Did you get hot?
Yeah, dude. Did I get hot? I thought I was losing my mind.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a baseball hat that I took off my head before the MRI. If they allowed me to wear it, it would have touched the ceiling of the MRI. Yeah. You're putting a 98-year-old in that thing?
Well, they got to sedate him.
Dude, they probably think they're in the tomb already.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I'm not a claustrophobic person. I've done 2 MRIs, and it's not fun.
Dude, it's horrible.
It's
I'm
like,
not claustrophobic either.
It's loud. The headphones they give you, the music that they play is just, you can barely hear it.
I also think it makes it worse.
What makes it worse?
Like, what if you don't like the song?
Well, you pick.
I
was
did pick.
Put on Post Malone, please.
Dude, I picked classic rock. First song that comes on was like Drake. I'm like, what the I don't know.
You can't talk. Oh,
Best I ever had. It was like old Drake. Is that classic rock now? Like,
I don't know.
Dude, I was dying in there.
Dude, I was getting hot, and you gotta you're like paranoid about your breathing. Am I breathing too hard?
Am
I moving?
Yeah.
Because then I gotta be in here longer.
I'm like this.
Yeah.
And I've had like 5 MRIs before, but it was half body, and I fell asleep, and we had to go longer, and that was torture.
Yeah.
So I'm in that MRI just like, don't you fucking move. This is the worst.
I was
25 minutes.
I was thinking about getting an MRI, and I was just like,
dude, it's miserable.
Yeah, it looks horrible.
Dude, it's miserable. I was like, holy shit. I put like my 350-pound patients in this thing. No wonder why they call me that they have issues.
Yo, fun fact. Did you know that the MRI was invented in Stony Brook, in Long Island?
No way.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Well,
so this technology being used all over the world was invented in Long Island. It's crazy.
Wow.
But yo, that's what like baffles me. Like, who is thinking about this? Where do you come up with this idea that? Do you know how an MRI machine works?
Yeah, to a certain extent. But like,
so
that's crazy.
Me too. But what it does is,
even if you know how it works, it doesn't make sense how it works like that.
So like for an MRI to work, what it does is it separates the hydrogen molecules, or like through your atoms.
Yeah.
It basically scrambles your protons, and that
nuts.
makes an image.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it hasn't been around very long.
Yeah, how safe is that shit?
Yeah, I don't know.
I've had 6 of them, dude. Am I gonna grow a 3rd arm?
It's literally the equivalent of like kind of being in a microwave.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Listen, it's helped a lot. It's helped me.
Because dude, when I was in there, I was hot. Like I was like, I felt like I was having a hot flash.
Yeah, you feel like you're getting toasted a little bit.
Yeah,
it feels like you're sunbathing, kind of.
Yeah,
like
it's a
you're in a fucking
horrible.
tube the size of a tombstone.
Imagine if you had
a coffin.
Imagine if you had like a back injury,
dude,
and you need one like once a month.
Yeah, imagine if you were 98 years old dying.
That would take the cake.
And they hit you with some Ativan through your shitty IV that probably doesn't work. You're just in there, just like, can't move. Sir, you have 20 minutes left, and you're just fucking laying there. Like, fuck, man. Like, why?
Yeah. But to segue off drugs.
Speaking of Ativan, we've got something else for you.
So like I've been on the search for, I want to start microdosing.
Yeah, I'm a big supporter of microdosing.
Yeah, and it's really hard because everybody I talk to about it, it's usually a guy just dealing drugs.
Oh yeah,
And
don't
he's
talk
like-
to the drug dealers.
He's like, yo, I got chocolate bars. I was like, no, that's not what I want.
I've heard the chocolate bars are incredible though.
Yeah, but I don't want to be nibble. Like I want like medication. I want like
Oh, you want it to be like
I
standardized.
want it capped,
Yeah,
capsuled.
But I mean, do it, man. Go for it.
But it's tough.
Of course.
Like, I found one.
But dude,
source.
the chocolates are a lot better than you think. They're super, super. It's like medical grade. It's like medical grade shit now.
I guess it has to be.
Because they're starting to do studies on it and stuff like that. It's like super legit, and it's gonna be in 20 years from now, we're gonna remember this conversation, and like psychopharmacology is gonna be huge.
Probably, yeah.
Or I hope it is. I fucking hope. It's crazy.
I don't know the science behind it, what it does to like your neurons and stuff like that. If it can be used for pain or.
I mean, there's not enough human clinical trials where it's showing enough, but like it's showing a good amount of statistical research that like it helps.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And it's not even shit that's like a lot of people think microdosing is like, oh, I'm going to microdose. It just means I'm going to trip for 2 hours instead of 3, or like, oh, I'm taking a full tab of acid that I'm tripping for 14 hours. This is just like, it'll last that whole time. You're not tripping. There's no hallucinogen. There's no hallucinating aspect of microdosing usually.
Yeah. It's really just sensory.
It's crazy. It's sensory. It raises what I had a conversation with my friend a while ago, and it was just like, it raises your floor. So your mood floor, this is like just like not your baseline floor. And this is one of my boys. He takes like antidepressants and stuff like that. And he's been on every antidepressant in the game. And you know, like a lot of nurses are on antidepressants too, like Lexapro, like anti-anxiety meds. He's been on every one in the game, and he loves like microdosing.
I heard it's really good for mental.
Oh, for sure, dude. It raises your floor. It raises your ceiling too, but like people who the people that this drug will affect the best, like in terms of like patients, like future patients and like psych patients and all that stuff, they don't care about the ceiling. Nobody gives a shit about your ceiling. It's what your floor is. It's like, oh, what's my bad day going to look like? This is going to make your bad day a little bit better. You know, it's huge for a lot of psych patients.
I mean, I would do it on my free time. I don't know if.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if I'd be doing it at work.
For sure. At work.
That'd be bad.
Like,
that's why I want a microdose, because I'm so sensitive to just any milligram of anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything from like Adderall from school, like
for sure. Me too.
I got 10s, and that's all I ever took. Maybe I would take another one.
Yeah.
If I had a long day.
Dude, during finals week, I would break a 10 and a half.
Yeah. It's because coming down was brutal. I mean,
it's like you're dead.
Yeah. like I was like snapping at people and stuff like that. It just wasn't fun.
Yeah, but microdosing is, dude, you don't trip out. You won't trip out. You'll never trip out on a microdose.
You know, it's just an uplifting.
Yeah, people who say, "Oh, I'm not about microdosing. I don't want to do that shit." It's like those are the people who took the tab and like tripped out for 14 hours.
I could
never want to do it again.
I don't think I could do acid.
I think you have to be in the right mindset for that. You can't go into it going, "Oh man, I hope I don't trip out." You got to go into it like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be awesome." You know?
That's me. I'm a negative person.
Yeah, I'm the opposite, man. I'm just like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be fucking awesome." I mean, it's been
an adult.
It's been a while. It was like a couple years back, but it was. I highly recommend it, but I don't recommend it to people who go into it like, "Oh man, I'm gonna trip out." You know?
Yeah.
It's just like it's a very sensory overloaded, like just experience in general.
Yeah. Microdosing, I don't think is
nothing
legal.
like it.
It's not legal right now.
No, it should be.
So I was looking and I found something, but I had to like pay with Bitcoin or like crypto. And I was like, this is too much work.
Dude, it's like our tax dollars are paying for like heroin needles for heroin peeps, but we can't fucking pay tax dollars for
research,
like a clinic
yeah,
to just give to. How about you give it to these peeps that want to do heroin? Give it to them. See what they do. Like, hey,
Yeah.
here's a little stick of chocolate.
but they'd be liable. They don't want to, they don't want to take a risk.
Yeah, but you're giving them a needle for heroin. Why aren't you
Yeah,
liable
dude,
for that though?
I don't understand.
The system just doesn't make sense to me anymore. I mean, it never did, but
Let's enable addiction.
particularly
but,
now.
when someone wants to end their life because
Yeah.
they're,
It's all about this past history with like, oh, they did clinical trials on humans without telling anybody. But now, if you could do that needle bullshit, here's a stick of chocolate with a little bit of, LSD in it or whatever the fuck you want, psilocybin, whatever. It doesn't have any hallucinogens. Take this stick. Let me know how you feel after. Dude, what if they take their batch of heroin and just go, here, take it, I don't need it anymore.
yeah.
I'm going to start doing this shit every week. Like, what? What if, dude?
I don't know. Everyone has different addictions that stem from different trauma.
100%.
Just
100%.
But
But
I don't know much about it.
There are a lot of solutions out there that just like people are so close-minded to. But psychopharmacology is
Especially
going to be
medicine.
huge. Psychopharmacology. Look at weed now. Weed
Yeah.
is becoming huge. We said it would explode. All those stoners back in the day said it was going to explode. And they were looking at fucking Cheech and Chong like, oh my God, these guys are fucking idiots. And it's not like Cheech and Chong are killing the game right now.
Yeah. They're still alive.
Crazy. Look at Mike Tyson. Look at Mike Tyson, man. Weed is medicine.
Yo, his podcast where he just
Dude.
faces a
Dude.
handful of mushrooms.
Dude, that's why I love podcasts. Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. He's killing the game.
We can do that right now.
Dude, he's killing it. He's killing it.
Nah,
That's my favorite podcast.
I like podcasts. It's tough to watch Mike Tyson high his balls.
Dude,
talk
I love it. I love
for
everything
an
about it.
hour.
Yeah, but he's so raw.
He is. I mean, he's a
He's
raw
so
person.
raw.
The
There's
guy's
literally nothing
dangerous man on earth.
You know how Joe Rogan has his podcast and like sometimes he's saying like I think he's very good about not being too like one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
He's very open-minded, but sometimes he has like he might have an agenda. Like you could kind of feel it with Mike. Dude, there's no agenda there. He's just saying how he feels, man. He's just saying how he feels. He's talking to his co-host and like whoever's there. I think it was Bill Burr.
Yeah,
Bill Burr was there, and he's like, "Tell me how you feel about that, Bill. What do you think about that?" And Bill's like, "Mike, I don't know what the fuck you talking to me. Like, why I thought this was a podcast, not a therapy session." He's like, "I'm sorry, Bill. I'm just on the shrooms. The shrooms get me very deep, Bill. I'm sorry."
Yo, he did he had a story. He did the shaman with the
toad,
the frog.
It's the toad.
That's
The
fucking
toad.
disgusting.
It changed his life.
So what they do is they take what is it like?
So it's called DMT. It's like a derivative. Basically, it's like a derivative of your dreams. Essentially, like what your dreams are made of. This is like a molecule. So the way it's made is they take a toad, they squeeze the venom off their back, and they put it on like a sheet.
Right? It's
It's
making
like a
ketamine.
bamboo. Yeah, it's like a bamboo sheet,
Like
and they
fucking
dry it in the sun.
Cooking ketamine.
Yeah, and then you smoke it like crack and shit, and like he says for 15 minutes it'll change your whole life.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I flirt with it sometimes. I would, but
Dude,
I just
They do it in Peru a lot, man.
I don't have the drive to fucking do the research. Go somewhere, fly somewhere. Most
Dude,
likely,
it's a lot more available than you think, though.
but it's also a trust issue.
100%.
I don't know.
And you don't want that being a part of your paranoia. Yeah. You don't want to be, oh my God, I fucking just met this guy.
you
We're doing
imagine?
DMT.
Yeah,
Tyson was a millionaire. He fucking paid for it. Like, he's protected.
I need. Yeah, no, it's a no for me. I mean, I would.
You
Don't
have
get
to
me
be
wrong.
scared.
Like
You have to be-
I would do it,
Yeah.
but if the stars aligned,
Yeah. You got to be in the right mindset.
Yeah.
You got to be ready for it.
dude, I think it would be like I know it would be life changing.
100%. My
There's a lot of fear.
a family member of mine actually did it recently, and he's
In
he's
Peru?
had he's had a fucked up experience recently, like with his wife and shit like that. All this stuff happened, and he explained to me, he's like, yeah, I did it with the shamans in Peru in the mountains. He's like, it was the greatest experience of my life. I was like, what?
That's probably where I would do it.
100%. That's where my family's from. So I would do it
nobody,
from there.
nobody here. Maybe I know they do it out in like
LA,
Texas, like
LA's big.
the Southwest,
Southwest
Utah.
for sure. San Diego area. What's that beautiful desert place looking shit? It's
The canyons.
fuck
No?
near San Diego. It's like
Painted Ladies.
it's like 3 hours east of San Diego, like 2.5 hours east. I always forget what it's called.
Bro, I don't know the map.
Fuck.
I don't know where most of the mid states
I
are.
totally forgot. St. John. No, it's like fucking. Oh, damn it.
Look it up.
Yeah, let's look it up, man.
No, but
Joshua Tree. I didn't even have to look it up.
oh, okay,
Joshua
okay,
Tree.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's big over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
They do shrooms over there all the time. I need to go over there. Not to trip on anything. I just would love to visit that
Check it
area.
out.
And San Diego's the shit.
no. I heard it's a sick trip. They got crazy Airbnbs over there.
Yeah, they have like shit that's coming out of the ground.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm on that level of like my traveling within the United States now, because all I have is the Midwest left. I don't have shit left. I did East Coast, West Coast. I'm all done.
How many states you have left?
I think I have like 10 more.
They're
like,
probably the
legit
trashiest, wackest.
I have
states.
some good ones. But East Coast is done. West
Just-
Coast is done.
Straight cornfield.
Yeah, a lot of cornfield. It's like I think it's from the Dakotas, all the way east to like Wisco, and then all the way as south as Mississippi and Louisiana. So I have Mississippi, Louisiana, which I think will be really fun. I think Mississippi would be like hotter climate Alaska in a way if I could get the right people to go, or like a good, setup. Like go fucking on the fan boats on the swamp and shit.
Yeah.
Ate some gator,
Yeah, my dad was in the Carolinas recently, and everyone thought he was weird because he kept asking all the restaurants, "Hey, you guys got gator?"
You gotta go a little more south,
Fucking
Dad.
New Yorker.
Dude, Carolinas are sick. I love the Carolinas. They're beautiful.
Yeah, that's why my parents are gonna retire.
I low key thought that they were a lot more like southern and stuff like that, but like it was dope over there. There are parts. Yeah, there are parts of that.
I've
Yeah.
taken an Uber one time, and I was like, this
Yeah,
lady
there are
would
definitely
not
parts.
stop talking to me.
There are definitely parts like that, but like it's beautiful over there.
That's the one thing about the South. People love talking to you.
Yeah.
Strangers.
For about anything,
Yeah.
dude.
And as a
About
New Yorker, I'm
anything.
like, why are you talking?
Shut the fuck up. I wish I had my mask on
said
right now.
I said I was deaf in my Uber description.
It's like, don't talk to me anymore.
Oh,
fucking
man.
shit. Yeah. It's 11. I think it's a 10 or 11 more states, but it's all Midwest. The most fun one I have is Tennessee left, and I have Louisiana left. I would love both of those trips.
Tennessee and Louisiana.
Like,
Tennessee sounds.
Yeah, I want to go to like Nashville. Would love to go to Nashville.
So you
That'd be
haven't
sick.
you haven't been to
Or
like
Knoxville.
Bourbon Street or
Nah, I haven't been, and I would love to go there.
yeah,
I'd
dude.
to
Let me
go there.
know. I would
Fuck
love
yeah,
to.
dude.
I would go with you.
I would love it.
I don't want to go by myself.
Hell
It
yeah.
seems
I
like a
just wanted
scary
this
place.
whole like COVID shit to fully blow. Even though I'm sure it's over
Yeah,
there,
it's over.
I just want it to be like fully over and let the culture
Louisiana? Are you
readjust.
kidding me?
Oh, yeah, dude, it's probably been over since March of 2020, like when it started. It's like they're still fucking drunks on bourbon.
The grenades.
Dude, my dad got thrown up on Bourbon Street.
When?
It was the most FOMO I've ever had in my life. I think it was in 2017. My mom like calls me. I think I was drunk that night too. My mom calls me. She's like, Angelito, you won't fucking believe what just happened. I'm just like, what? She's like, your dad just got thrown up on. She texted me or something. Dude, I was fucking crying. Some drunk like lady just threw up all over it.
Yeah.
I would have pissed myself to see that happen. Most FOMO I've ever had in my life. Easy.
What do you do after that?
I don't know, man.
Just
I
strip
would have
down.
laughed. I think I would have laughed. I mean, I've had people puke on me all the time, you know? Fucking college days.
Nah, not so much me. But like puking doesn't bother me. I think the noise.
We're in the healthcare
The
area.
noise is worse than the smell. Just the splash. That splash down.
Dude, it makes me laugh, to be honest.
Dude, I hate throwing up. When I throw up, like, I need to do it, but my body also doesn't want to do it. So, like, it'll be, like, the loudest yak ever. and like I'll turn red. I'll even pop all the capillaries under my eyes.
You're one of those.
Yeah, so I'll look like I have freckles.
I just fucking, I'm done. Smile
Yo,
on my
I'm
face.
so jealous of the people that can like projectile. Yeah,
it's sick.
that must be nice. Dude, no fear of throwing up. Just like if you
Yeah.
have like any little like nausea or whatever, just and then you're back to square one.
I'm sort of like that, but I gotta pull trick. I gotta do it. I just.
I've pulled trick before, but I have a I have a trick. Okay, so one time I was in Connecticut for my boy Justin. He went to school out there.
Yeah.
And for I'm a noob when it comes to drinking at this point. It's like the beginning of college.
Yeah.
I was drinking like beers, and then I bought a bottle of Ciroc because I thought, I don't know who the fuck I thought I was.
Fuck.
I chugged it. Ugh. And then we got back to his place, and they brought out this huge bong, and I hit it.
Oh, that's it.
And I don't smoke.
That's it. You get the spins.
Bro.
You're done. Especially a bong.
My eyes were watering.
That's it. You're shot.
Actually, I couldn't see. I was blind.
Yeah, you're shot.
I was legally blind.
It's the crossfade, dude. It goes away. It just fucking, it
So
annihilates all senses.
we go to another house, and as we're driving there, I'm like,
You closed your eyes in the Uber, didn't you?
No. It wasn't an Uber.
Oh, you were just
I was
walking
being
there?
driven by at the time, my friend's girlfriend. He's like,
So you were in the car.
She was like in the front seat. She was like,
Oh,
Funk,
no.
are you all right?
Fucked.
And I was like, yeah.
Dude, eyes closed in a car cross-faded is just textbook.
No, dude,
window
open. So I made it to the house. Louis was there. And I got up to the door, and that was it. I puked probably 30 times. So Louis would come with a bottle of water.
The good old Ciroc, dude.
You come with a bottle of water. I would chug it, right? Till I would. That's the only way I could throw up, is I chug water.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm flushing out my system.
So you could throw it up.
And then I'll gag and throw up the water, and at least they'll have like a lubricant. You know what I mean? Like,
you know that's what they make you do when you trip on these when you do the ayahuasca.
I've seen that.
They want you to cleanse your body of all negativity.
Yeah. They do that in a lot of Buddhist areas.
Yeah.
For like
They do like so they give you like, it's like I forgot what the leaf is called, but it's just it's safe, but it makes you puke.
Ipecac.
So yeah, that's what it is. So it just makes you puke, and they cleanse your whole body, but they hydrate you. You're drinking water, same way.
Yeah.
And they cleanse you of all of your bodily, like anything that could bother you while you're on that trip. You don't have anything. All you essentially are is you're hydrated, and then you just start tripping. That's it. Fucking crazy.
In my story, there was a house full of people, and so I'm just puking. Louis will go inside, fill this up, bring it back to me, rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
It starts raining. So everyone's inside just watching TV, just hearing, because I'm very vocal. Yeah.
Like the fucking Exorcist.
Like 25 to 30 times. I get inside. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you thought this was over.
Can I use your shower? Bro, I was freezing. I needed like hot water. I need like a hot shower. I yak in the shower twice, 2 more times. And then that was it, bro.
That's it. You're good after that, man. Did you drink?
Hospital?
Did you drink
fucking
after that?
kidding me?
Nah, alcohol
Think I
poisoning.
need a hospital? Just give me a Poland Spring bottle and fill it up with tap.
That's how I knew I was gonna become a nurse, bro. Being in a fraternity in college, dude, they used to bring all of the corpses to me. I was like the house nurse. I swear to God, I didn't even know I was gonna become a nurse at the time, but they would just bring them to me because I would just know what to do. I would give them water,
electrolytes,
and then I'd be like, "Look, do me a favor." They would be like, "What? Man? I don't know what to do." I'd give them water, and I'd be like, "Just put your fucking finger in your mouth." And they'd be like, "Nah, man, I can't do it.
You did it?"
And I'd be like, "Yo, put your fucking finger in your mouth. You gotta throw up. If you don't throw up, we're taking you to the hospital." I'd be like, "I can't do it, man." I'd be like, "All right, I'm gonna do it for you." That's how I knew I was gonna be a nurse. And they'd be like, "Angelo, what's wrong with you?" I was like, "Do you want to fucking call the hospital? Like, we're gonna get in trouble. Fuck you. I'm gonna put my finger in his throat." I just like.
That's when you know. Like,
I just knew, dude.
You know when you have to throw up. You just start like breaking off from the pack. You're like a dog, right?
You get the glazed
You're looking for
eyes.
that spot.
You get the glazed eyes. Low key, just fucking.
You're just looking for that spot, and then
that's it.
Pull triggers.
But some people are too drunk, man. So they came to me in college. Send them to Angelo. He's on the 3rd floor.
All right, brother. I think we've covered everything we could possibly cover.
Yeah, man. Talking about
Literally.
projectile vomiting in college. Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
We'll close it off with that.
We could dive over there another time. The college stories.
But brother, I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah, man.
And you're gonna be
Cheers.
back, right?
Yeah, 100%. I'm gonna be a recurring guest. Maybe a co-host if my schedule permits.
You're forever welcome.
We need a 3rd mic in this bitch.
We do. When I get people lined up, because that's the hardest part.
100%.
It's really hard, bro.
Dude, this is like the first time I've been able to do it.
It's really schedule wise and just lining people up and stuff.
Like these people who do it, it's just like, yo,
They have rich people.
it's crazy. Yeah, but their schedule's got to be swamped too.
Yeah, doing this,
But
which
they're
is
getting
great.
paid. Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
let's get there.
Let's get there.
Let's get there.
Let's get there. Cheers to that. All right, brother.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks for watching, I guess.